can you give us a short explanation on what KOICA does in the countries where it serves?
Okay, thank you for asking me. So KOICA is a Korean government aid agency under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we are implementing about some Korean, grant project in developing countries. So.
How many countries does KOICA serve right now?
The it is possible to mention about whole countries, but the main priority country is Asia, countries like Philippines and other Vietnam and Asia Pacific area. So we Korean government set some priority countries we can support. So almost that country is included in Asia and Pacific area, and also some African countries and some Latin America countries is included. Yeah.
Normally, what projects are the SCOICA fund, or what are the projects that the aid agency normally fund in these countries, including the Philippines?
Okay, so normally in Philippines is one of the most recipient countries, and so in Philippines there are so many bilateral, project government to government projects. So, and there are some, project in the what is the human, the climate changes and the resilience of some, what is that the disease, some humanitarian assistance, and in Philippines, and actually there are some crises in the there are some project in energy and so on.
Of course, how important are these projects in the countries that you serve? I mean, of course, the Korean government always has always focused on humanitarian assistance. And how important are these projects in serving in the aim of the government of Korea in helping people such as those living in the Philippines?
Philippines is to us is ASEAN countries, and the main I already said is one of the most important recipient country in Asian countries. So there are many. We'd like to expand our budget to utilize our various modality of our projects. So the bilateral project is also very important. But our team mission is a private sector engagement team. So this is the partnership. This is the project with the partnership with the Korean and the Philippines startups and the Philippine the market. And so we'd like to expand this kind of way to private sector engagement.
Aside from government, do you also partner with private sector and other funders? How many of these projects are mostly funded by the government, and also how many of these what is the percentage of the projects being funded by your government, and also the percentage of projects that is split between the government and private sector funding?
Okay, so this is the private sector program of KOICA is not huge, but dramatically increasing because the last in 2024 this year KOICA budget is 1.5 billion dollars, is dramatically increasing. So among them, around 5% is a private sector engagement budget. But most efficient way is to blend the financing one. So our budget is a grant money, but we combine to with our private capital from abroad. So and then the mixed and combine the two public and private capital, we can support to the Philippine innovators or Philippine, very small scale company can contribute to your Philippines, development. So this is what I want, what we want. We'd like to expand this blended financing one.
And of course, how important is your presence here at AVPN Summit in Abu Dhabi? Of course, you're going to talk with different funders, different fellow foundations. How important is this COICA's attendance here at the AVPN Summit?
Okay, so we had second time to making some our own conference in ABPN. So and Abu Dhabi is mainly very important city in the Middle East. So very our Korean innovator, so who can contribute to developing country. They make some very innovative solution to contribute to developing country, also including Philippines. So it is very good chance to expand their solution abroad in participating in AVPN, and because many when I make some side meeting, the private founder and other donors really into the some innovation solution in various countries. So in this meeting, we are very thankful to and joining very meaningful to joining this AVPN event.
Lastly, of course, what would you give to our listeners? Of course, we know that there are so many projects in the pipeline for the Philippines and COICA, and of course across the globe, across Asia. So, what can we expect more in COICA for this year?
Okay, so I already mentioned that COICA is very, budget is dramatically huge, and the OECD, the donor country, we are very, emerging donor, and we are already advanced donor. But we'd like to more talking conversation with the Philippine government. The Philippine government or Philippine citizen really want what is their needs and uh, what is the most important thing to giving some fund to Philippines. So we'd like to more that kinds of research for the Philippines need development needs, and then we'd like to expand our private partner who can contribute to some project or some funding to the Philippine and ASEAN countries. So we'd like to expand our this private sector engagement.